Over the last 10 years, everyday carry gear has grown larger, heavier, and increasingly challenging to conceal. Smartphones expanded, wallets thickened, and even compact handguns advanced into the micro 9mm segment. Nevertheless, one category continues to serve effectively when those larger choices prove impractical, and that category consists of true pocket pistols. In this presentation, we examine 15 distinct models that achieve an effective equilibrium among concealability, dependability, and practical performance, since the firearm you consistently carry represents the option that truly counts when the moment arrives. If you want to understand what truly kicked off the whole modern pocket carry revolution, then you need to look at the Kel-Tec P32, which arrived on the market in 1999 and changed everything in a big way. Back in those days, most small handguns relied on older heavy steel blowback mechanisms that delivered punishing recoil and made range time feel like an unpleasant chore rather than useful practice. But this compact model introduced a smart locked breech system that greatly reduced felt recoil in an ultra-small form factor, turning regular training sessions into something practical and genuinely fun instead of something people avoided. The real appeal for serious deep concealment comes from its extremely light polymer frame combined with a steel slide, resulting in an overall weight of approximately 6.6 to 6.9 ounces when unloaded, while the entire pistol stretches just over 5 inches in length and remains remarkably slim at less than 3/4 of an inch in width, yet it still manages to carry 7+1 rounds of 32 ACP ammunition. That locked breech mechanism stands out as the key innovation because it lets the handgun remain small and lightweight without depending on a bulky, heavy slide to manage pressures like the traditional blowback designs required, which leads to surprisingly gentle and controllable recoil so shooters can put in consistent practice time to develop genuine skill and comfort instead of simply carrying it and crossing their fingers. Many enthusiasts consider the P32 as the everyday companion they always verify is with them before stepping out, because its featherweight construction and flat profile make it so unobtrusive that it fades from awareness until the moment it becomes necessary, and this quality suits perfectly those warm summer outings in gym shorts, thin pants, or as a solid backup option whenever carrying a larger firearm feels impractical. The overall construction keeps things straightforward, featuring a smooth double-action only trigger pull and internal hammer block safety that supports secure pocket carry, simple fixed sights designed to avoid snagging, and a polymer frame with thoughtful texturing that delivers adequate control without unnecessary added thickness, allowing the pistol to slide easily into a front pocket holster and vanish without any noticeable outline even beneath the lightest fabrics. Another strong advantage lies in its accessible pricing, as people frequently locate the Kel-Tec P32 for well below $300 in real-world sales, while the manufacturer's suggested retail price sits near $350, positioning it as one of the most cost-effective entries into reliable deep concealment carry that does not strain finances. When you pair that reasonable cost with the proven reliability it achieves after an initial break-in period, along with ongoing advancements in modern 32 ACP defensive ammunition, it becomes clear that owners gain outstanding everyday comfort and extreme concealability without giving up an unreasonable amount of practical performance. When people search for one of the tiniest semi-automatic pocket pistols that remains available today, the Seacamp LWS-32 stands out as a strong choice worth examining closely. This compact, all-stainless steel double-action only handgun represents an excellent example of minimalistic deep concealment engineering created specifically to blend seamlessly into a front pocket gym shorts or ankle holster with zero visible outline or irritation even during hot weather months when larger firearms prove impossible to hide effectively. The pistol weighs approximately 11.5 ounces with an empty magazine and spans roughly 4.25 inches in overall length, while standing about 3.25 inches tall, which positions it among the most unobtrusive centerfire choices for genuine daily carry that requires no major adjustments to clothing or daily habits. It comes chambered in 32 ACP and holds 6+1 rounds, utilizing a special delayed blowback operating system that supports such a remarkably small overall design, while ensuring dependable cycling and performance after an appropriate break-in period using suitable defensive hollow point ammunition. The extended and firm double-action only trigger, which requires around 11.5 pounds of pressure, serves as the main safety feature, delivering additional confidence during genuine pocket carry situations, since there exist no external controls or switches that might catch or create complications in high-pressure moments. The Seacamp LWS-32 truly distinguishes itself through its high-quality construction within such limited dimensions because the complete stainless steel build provides a robust and long-lasting feel, complete with a clean, snag-resistant shape and refined contours that allow total disappearance, yet it still supplies unexpectedly good handling characteristics for its diminutive scale, so the pistol naturally aligns toward close-range defensive targets. Experienced users frequently describe it as the ideal backup option that remains accessible in scenarios where other guns simply do not suit the conditions, ranging from lightweight trousers to relaxed shorts, without ever becoming cumbersome or noticeable. Among its advantages, the straightforward mechanical design reduces potential failure points while delivering strong dependability with proper ammunition, and the full metal weight assists in moderating the light recoil for improved management during critical incidents. On the other hand, this handgun does not function well as a dedicated practice firearm because the substantial trigger pull combined with the miniature dimensions makes prolonged sessions less comfortable, and precision remains optimized for standard pocket pistol ranges where instinctive point shooting takes priority. Additionally, the model can show selectivity towards certain ammunition types, therefore, maintaining consistency with suggested defensive cartridges ensures flawless operation over time. Even with its specialized role, the Seacamp LWS-32 continues to offer reasonable value considering its artisanal manufacturing standards and iconic reputation within deep concealment circles, as current market prices generally fall between $500 and $580 based on the particular finish and setup selected. This blend of exceptionally compact dimensions, dependable function, and uncompromising pocket friendliness explains precisely why the pistol belongs in discussions like this one, since it represents the type of firearm that slips from awareness until circumstances demand its presence, demonstrating how on certain occasions the smallest available option becomes the most relevant choice precisely when bigger alternatives turn unsuitable. For individuals committed to regular carry during varied daily circumstances, the Seacamp LWS-32 performs effectively in essential ways while preserving full comfort and invisibility throughout normal activities. People seeking additional stopping power while preserving authentic pocket carry possibilities will appreciate how the Diamondback DB9 ranks among the smallest and most cost-effective genuine 9mm pocket pistols designed for comfortable everyday carry. This striker-fired Micro 9 delivers meaningful defensive capability inside an extremely compact body that integrates effortlessly into gym shorts or thin summer pants without demanding changes to wardrobe or normal routines. The handgun weighs approximately 13 ounces unloaded owing to its polymer frame combined with a through-hardened stainless steel slide and barrel enhanced by a resilient black nitride coating for improved corrosion protection. Its slim profile stays under 1 inch in width, resulting in minimal printing beneath light garments, and this trait works ideally for hot days or scenarios where larger options become impractical. Diamondback crafted the DB9 to provide true 9mm performance in dimensions comparable to many .38 caliber pistols without the common sacrifices in usability or dependability. The trigger offers a lengthy but crisp feel that aids control in fast shooting sequences, and the front plus rear slide serrations ensure reliable handling even with perspiring palms. It accommodates 6+1 rounds via a single stack magazine, while the sights accept Glock-style replacements for easier customization toward enhanced visibility or nighttime use. A standout feature shows that stepping down in caliber is not mandatory to achieve strong pocket compatibility. Current street prices hover between $250 and $300, making the Diamondback DB9 exceptional value, particularly as a United States-produced pistol supported by a limited lifetime warranty. This affordability stems from focused, no-nonsense design, prioritizing concealment and functionality over superfluous elements. Advantages include its light weight that lets carriers forget its presence, total discretion for backup or main deep carry roles, and adequate power from quality defensive loads at standard distances. Limitations involve the modest 6+1 capacity relative to newer micro models and the reduced grip that might feel sharp for bigger hands, though adaptation occurs swiftly with regular practice. The system employs a zero-energy striker for pocket safety along with a smooth feed ramp, supporting consistent operation after prolonged loaded storage. Ultimately, the DB9 resolves the frequent pocket pistol trade-off by supplying superior power beyond typical small-caliber choices while staying compact and light enough to foster habitual carry instead of neglect. Those wanting an affordable upgrade to 9mm effectiveness without losing flexibility in warm weather attire should consider this reliable, straightforward, everyday solution that remains present during challenging carry conditions. Many carriers appreciate the Ruger LCR as a solid revolver choice thanks to its straightforward operation and enjoyable shooting characteristics. Individuals looking for a genuine pocket revolver that supplies dependable revolver performance without excessive recoil or elevated costs compared to larger options will discover this lightweight model satisfies every requirement for deep concealment in gym shorts, summer attire, or as an uncomplicated backup firearm. The construction cleverly combines an aluminum frame with a polymer fire control housing, allowing the LCR to weigh approximately 13.9 ounces when unloaded, so it becomes one of those handguns that slides into a front pocket holster and fades from notice throughout the entire day. This revolver chambers 6 rounds of 32H and our Magnum, which represents a welcome increase over standard 5-shot snub-nose models, and the cartridge delivers clearly milder recoil than 38 Special while delivering effective defensive results with contemporary hollow-point ammunition. The primary innovation involves the completely enclosed hammer along with an exceptionally smooth double-action only trigger that Ruger has refined extensively, meaning nothing catches on fabric during quick pocket draws, and the pull remains even and controllable in tense situations. When combined with the Hogue Tamer rubber over mold grips, shooters gain superior recoil management in this miniature size without introducing extra thickness that could compromise concealment. The LCR excels in the pocket pistol category through its basic mechanics and exceptional durability, since there exists no slide to manipulate, no magazine to manage, and it operates flawlessly regardless of orientation or duration spent in the pocket amid perspiration, debris, or constant motion. Such qualities align directly with the central theme of effective everyday carry options. In circumstances where bigger handguns seem too cumbersome or detectable for minimal clothing, the LCR chambered in 32H and our Magnum provides centerfire assurance together with 6 shots without requiring alterations to daily habits or outfits. Positive aspects include its straightforward nature that makes practice sessions simple and pleasurable due to reduced recoil, widely accessible and economical ammunition, plus robust Ruger manufacturing standards that ensure longevity with little upkeep. Typical limitations for this category apply, such as the 6-round capacity and basic fixed-notch sights, which suit close-range defensive scenarios better than extended accuracy exercises. Nevertheless, for routine, deep concealment where reliable presence outweighs capacity, concerns these compromises remain entirely acceptable. As of 2026, the Ruger LCR in 32H and our Magnum appears on the market for roughly $450 to $550, varying by vendor and promotions, positioning it as strong value within pocket revolvers overall. The model demonstrates that substantial expenditure or reduced dependability need not occur to own a firearm that travels with the owner daily when larger alternatives prove unsuitable. Anyone desiring revolver ease, light construction, and practical shootability inside a real pocket format will find the LCR secures a consistent place in their selection because the option carried regularly becomes the decisive factor when time is critical. Shooters who desire a current budget-oriented pocket pistol offering surprisingly solid capacity will see the Taurus 22TUC present an innovative selection as an accessible daily carry solution that maintains a serious feel rather than resembling a simple plaything. Chambered specifically in .22 long rifle, this double-action only micro handgun incorporates a smart tip-up barrel mechanism, enabling straightforward direct loading into the chamber by activating a convenient lever, which simplifies the entire process considerably and promotes safe, reliable operation suitable for novice users or individuals experiencing challenges with hand strength and dexterity. Weighing only about 10 ounces unloaded, the pistol utilizes a lightweight polymer frame construction along with a compact stainless steel barrel spanning roughly 2.5 inches, resulting in a total length of 5 inches that allows seamless integration into gym shorts, lightweight summer garments, or standard front pocket holsters, producing no detectable outline and zero discomfort during extended wear. The impressive 9+1 round capacity distinguishes this model positively within its compact category, while the inclusion of a fixed orange dot front sight together with thoughtfully improved ergonomics contributes to enhanced practical accuracy at essential defensive distances exceeding the performance levels typical of older pocket .22 pistols. Taurus refined the platform effectively from earlier iterations through additions such as superior slide serrations for better manipulation, more ergonomic grip texturing that enhances control, and a lengthy but responsive double-action-only trigger system, providing an inherent safety margin ideal for pocket carry scenarios where manual safeties might introduce unnecessary complications or snags. Although the .22 long rifle cartridge does not match the power output of larger centerfire options, its virtually non-existent recoil proves advantageous for consistent practice routines, enabling shooters to gain meaningful confidence and skill development instead of dreading sessions associated with snappier centerfire handguns that fatigue the hands more rapidly. This affordability factor further boosts its appeal as current street prices commonly settle well under $300, with the manufacturer's suggested retail price positioned near $350, delivering a compelling combination of functional reliability, straightforward usability, and genuine value for everyday deep concealment needs without imposing monetary burdens or restricting the ability to maintain armed readiness each day when bulkier firearms prove incompatible with specific clothing choices or active lifestyles. Naturally, certain limitations exist, such as reduced ballistic energy compared to .38 special or 9mm alternatives, along with the extended trigger pull distance, yet these aspects become secondary in situations calling for a pleasurable firearm to train with that remains exceptionally lightweight and discreet enough to ensure constant presence throughout unpredictable daily activities without compelling any modifications to personal attire or routines. In essence, the Taurus 22 TUC demonstrates convincingly that effective backup or primary deep concealment handguns can deliver substantial real-world utility at price points which render habitual carry truly feasible and sustainable during 2026, making it a noteworthy consideration for those prioritizing convenience, accessibility, and consistent daily preparedness in varied environments. One innovative engineering approach incorporated into a pocket pistol remains the tip-up barrel feature found on the Beretta 21A Bobcat, which immediately sets this enduring classic apart from competitors. Rather than contending with resistance from a compact slide on such a miniature firearm, users simply engage a basic lever, causing the barrel to pivot upward, allowing direct insertion of a cartridge into the chamber before returning it smoothly to position. This thoughtful detail proves transformative for individuals facing reduced hand strength, arthritis, or joint issues, converting a potentially difficult routine task into an efficient and straightforward action that encourages consistent carry instead of leaving the handgun unused at home. The Bobcat operates via a basic blowback mechanism and appears most frequently in .22 long rifle configuration with 7+1 capacity, although the 25 ACP variant merits consideration because centerfire priming generally provides superior dependability in defensive contexts requiring additional assurance. At approximately 11.8 ounces unloaded with an aluminum frame and steel slide, the complete assembly maintains exceptional compactness, measuring less than 5 inches in length and slightly over 1 inch in width, resulting in a refined snag-resistant outline that disappears effectively into front pockets, gym shorts, or ankle holsters without any visible imprint, even beneath minimal summer fabrics. The design philosophy emphasizes genuine comfort and dependable function above pursuits of expanded capacity or extended effective range. Owners benefit from a traditional double-action, single-action trigger paired with a manual safety permitting cocked and locked carry when the heavier double-action stroke seems excessive, along with discrete fixed sights that preserve the flush profile essential for pocket use. While the model does not rank among the most potent choices available and may demonstrate selectivity towards specific ammunition until the optimal type is identified. These characteristics align ideally with dedicated deep concealment applications. Furthermore, the tip-up barrel simplifies unloading procedures and malfunction resolutions in a secure manner without strenuous effort, contributing overall confidence for a firearm carried continuously in daily pockets. During 2026, new Beretta 21A Bobcat models typically sell for roughly $450 to $600 based on finishes such as the attractive inox stainless steel option, with pre-owned examples available between $300 and $400, establishing it as an accessible pathway to acquire an authentic Italian-produced pocket pistol boasting long-standing reputation for quiet dependability. The integration of this distinctive loading system, combined with its feather-like construction and practical reliability, when needed, transforms the Bobcat into a handgun that users willingly carry daily in environments where larger firearms become unfeasible, demonstrating how intelligent design overcomes obstacles by prioritizing ease of use, comfort, and regularity over impressive specifications alone. For people who prioritize a real micro pistol that accompanies them reliably through light clothing, warm conditions, or backup rolls without necessitating routine modifications, the Beretta 21A Bobcat provides precisely the essence of effective pocket carry. Ruger designed some pocket pistols with a strong emphasis on usability for the broadest range of people, and the LCP2 Light Rack exemplifies this approach effectively within the realm of true pocket carry. The company enhanced their well-regarded LCP base by implementing the Light Rack system, featuring optimized slide serrations, prominent cocking ears at the rear, and a reduced tension recoil spring, all intended to facilitate effortless slide manipulation for users with smaller hands, limited grip force, or those managing operations during high-stress situations or joint limitations. Chambered in .22 long rifle, the compact pistol produces minimal recoil, allowing extended, comfortable practice periods without causing fatigue or irritation, while providing a capable 10+1 round capacity through its single-stack magazine that preserves an exceptionally narrow and concealable overall shape. The combination of a polymer frame with a stainless steel barrel and alloy steel slide results in an unloaded weight of approximately 11.2 ounces, enabling the handgun to blend completely into gym shorts, lightweight summer trousers, or front pocket holsters with no apparent outline or movement during normal activities. Enhanced ergonomics paired with a shortened and refined trigger pull contribute to improved accuracy at essential close-range defensive encounters, transforming the model from a potential minor novelty into a practical tool that supports confident and controlled shooting. The construction incorporates rounded contours and a clean silhouette that focuses primarily on deep concealment, and the Ruger heritage ensures dependable function after proper break in using suitable high-velocity ammunition. Among its strengths, the Light Rack stands as one of the most approachable selections for beginning shooters or anyone seeking a reduced recoil practice firearm that serves effectively as a backup option, delivering superior capacity relative to various centerfire micro pistols in comparable dimensions while remaining enjoyable and accessible during range visits. Naturally, the .22 long rifle cartridge limits its role as the most potent defensive selection, making it optimal for priorities centered on shootability, habitual carry, and effective training rather than maximum power. And certain users observe that the manual safety along with the magazine disconnect represent elements they either appreciate or adapt to over time. Ruger succeeded in maintaining an attractive price point, with street values commonly falling between $300 and $350 based on retailers, which establishes the model as exceptional value across pocket pistols for the combination of operational simplicity and daily utility provided. When considering a firearm that individuals can conveniently place in their pocket each morning and overlook until required without struggling against mechanisms or avoiding practice sessions, the Light Rack variant frequently ranks highly, since it addresses numerous typical frustrations associated with miniature handguns, while adhering faithfully to the principle that consistent carry determines effectiveness in unexpected circumstances. When asked about a micro pistol that provides a shooting sensation far exceeding expectations for its dimensions, the Glock 42 frequently emerges as the top recommendation. Although chambered in .38 automatic Colt pistol, this compact striker-fired handgun from Glock offers performance that surpasses typical limitations in its category, largely due to an intelligent dual recoil spring setup that effectively moderates the recoil sensation relative to comparable pocket firearms, allowing shooters to maintain better target alignment and execute quicker, more controlled successive shots during intense encounters. The pistol accommodates a dependable 6+1 rounds via its narrow single-stack magazine, employs the identical safe-action trigger mechanism present throughout the Glock series for consistent familiarity, especially for those who already use larger Glock models regularly, and features ergonomics that fit naturally in the hand to a surprising degree given the reduced size. The Glock 42 excels for genuine pocket carry applications in gym shorts or minimal summer attire through its successful integration of profound concealability alongside practical shootability. Its polymer frame restricts the unloaded weight to approximately 12 ounces and below 16 ounces when loaded, while the profile narrower than 1 inch facilitates easy placement into front pocket holsters with no noticeable imprint or need for adjustments to clothing choices and regular habits. Glock developed this variant intentionally as a manageable deep concealment solution, and such enhanced control holds greater importance than pursuing increased calibers, particularly in high-pressure defensive scenarios at standard engagement ranges where rapid, precise placement proves decisive. Advantages include outstanding reliability from the initial use combined with renowned Glock longevity, straightforward servicing, and extensive aftermarket availability for improvements like upgraded sights, extended magazines, or enhanced grips. Additionally, the model represents one of the more reasonably priced entries within the Glock lineup, with new units available around $400 to $480 in current market conditions, depending on the source, which delivers strong value for proven capability in a backup or highly discreet daily carry role without excessive investment. As with any pocket pistol, certain compromises apply, including a shorter grip that may require adaptation for larger hands during fast shooting sequences, and relatively limited capacity when contrasted with recent staggered magazine designs, yet these represent reasonable exchanges for exceptional comfort in concealment and effective round placement without excessive hand strain during training. The core strength resides in the deliberate engineering that favors practical shootability instead of maximizing power within minimal dimensions. The CW380 adopts an approach distinct from typical pocket pistols through emphasis on intelligent mechanical geometry instead of merely reducing the scale of prior designs, and this strategy explains its continued effectiveness for genuine deep concealment carry into 2026. The pistol distinguishes itself early via an innovative offset feed ramp positioning the barrel lower within the frame, which lowers the bore axis and provides superior management of muzzle flip relative to numerous other micro .38 automatic Colt pistol models that tend to exhibit sharper recoil and reduced controllability during stressful moments. It utilizes a refined double-action only trigger paired with a matte stainless steel slide mounted on a lightweight black polymer frame, maintaining thickness significantly below 1 inch for seamless insertion into front pocket holsters or lightweight gym shorts without any imprint or displacement during daily movement. CAR suggests a 200-round break-in procedure, and although this requirement may initially appear inconvenient, it actually indicates intentionally precise tolerances aimed at sustained dependability rather than relaxed specifications for reduced manufacturing expenses. Following completion of that initial shooting and smoothing of the action, the CW380 evolved into one of the most polished deep concealment handguns offered, particularly for seasoned users who appreciate accurate control and practical shootability in a highly compact defensive tool. This model represents a cost-effective interpretation of CAR Premium P380, incorporating a standard rifle barrel, simplified slide production, and inclusion of one magazine to lower expenses considerably while retaining the brand characteristic quality and locked breech operation that moderates recoil more effectively than several blowback pocket alternatives. In 2026, the CW380 commonly sells for approximately $300 to $350 in street transactions, occasionally less during promotions, establishing it as exceptional value through delivery of an American-produced pistol featuring close tolerances, a stainless slide for resilience, and unexpectedly favorable ergonomics for its miniature proportions instead of accepting lower quality options that may degrade after limited use. Notable elements encompass the reduced bore axis, enabling flatter shooting dynamics, a textured grip area, supplying adequate traction without excess volume, and sights that prove functional for this size class, supporting real-world accuracy at defensive ranges where many micro-pistols lose effectiveness. Benefits include its minimal weight exceeding 10 ounces, unloaded extreme slimness suited for pocket applications, and the consistent double-action only trigger contributing safety during extended pocket carry. Limitations encompass the modest 6+1 capacity, potential sharpness during rapid-fire sequences without firm grip technique, and the initial break in necessitating upfront investment in time and ammunition prior to full confidence for regular use. Nevertheless, for those seeking a straightforward pocket pistol that conceals completely in light summer garments or functions dependably as backup, without requiring lifestyle alterations, the CW380 occupies an ideal balance of affordability, thoughtful engineering, and actual shootability after proper preparation. Capacity represented a major trade-off that many accepted with genuine pocket pistols until the Ruger LCP Max altered those standards rapidly and established itself as a preferred selection for routine deep concealment. Ruger began with the successful LCP Foundation and modified the magazine design, using an innovative staggered stack and a half arrangement, enabling a robust 10+1 rounds of .38 automatic Colt pistol, while preserving sufficient slimness in the frame for smooth placement into front pocket holsters without imprint or requirements to modify attire. The handgun incorporates a lightweight glass-filled nylon frame matched with a through-hardened alloy steel slide-treated in durable black nitride for enhanced longevity, and includes a standard tritium front sight effective in diminished light conditions rather than serving merely as decoration. The design excels through grip texturing that is marginally broader, improving grasp and manipulation without hindering concealment and delivering added assurance for placing shots accurately at defensive ranges. This configuration aligns perfectly with the essential concept of the discussion by supplying meaningful defensive capability in a format that accompanies the owner regardless of conditions or clothing selections, ranging from gym shorts during warm summer periods to thin trousers where larger handguns might appear prominent or cause discomfort. The LCP Max maintains surprising affordability in 2026, frequently appearing near the $300 mark across retailers, establishing it among top values in the pocket pistol segment. Purchasers receive contemporary enhancements, including superior ergonomics, a polished trigger compared to initial LCP versions, and the tritium sight improvement at reasonable cost, demonstrating that substantial expenditure is unnecessary for acquiring a capable everyday carry implement. Benefits encompass its minimal weight, slightly above 10 ounces, unloaded straightforward operation after familiarization, and the increased capacity that elevates pocket pistols toward viable defensive implements instead of mere emergency alternatives. Users appreciate the equilibrium between concealment and sufficient power for critical moments, along with consistent performance using appropriate defensive ammunition, rendering it a dependable option for regular carry. As is common with authentic micro models, it exhibits somewhat sharper recoil owing to compact dimensions and reduced mass, therefore benefiting from range practice to refine rapid follow-up shots, and certain individuals observe preference for brass-cased ammunition over steel varieties for optimal function in the early break-in phase. Despite these small concessions, the LCP Max impresses due to intelligent development concentrating on practical elements for actual pocket carry, as it integrates seamlessly into daily existence, supplies more ammunition than anticipated in this scale, and remains uncomplicated with limited controls unlikely to catch or create difficulties in demanding situations. For numerous carriers currently, the LCP Max signifies the transition where pocket pistols ceased feeling like limitations and began representing authentic practical defensive instruments worthy of daily trust without reservation. Sometimes the most basic implements prove the most dependable, and the North American Arms Pug illustrates this concept effectively in the domain of genuine deep concealment carry, since it prioritizes extreme compactness, absolute reliability, and constant presence over pursuits of greater capacity or intricate mechanisms. Chambered in .22 Winchester Magnum rimfire, this miniature revolver supplies noticeably stronger performance than anticipated from a firearm capable of vanishing into a coin pocket, and the increased velocity relative to standard .22 long rifle provides useful penetration advantages, while retaining highly controllable recoil for rapid, precise shots at near-range defensive encounters. The standout quality involves its complete stainless steel build that imparts a robust, long-lasting character and exceptional resistance to moisture, perspiration, and routine carry, where factors of considerable importance for a handgun residing in pockets throughout warm conditions or active periods. The 5-shot single-action cylinder maintains mechanical straightforwardness, and the distinctive safety notch arrangement permits safe transport when fully loaded without positioning the hammer directly on a live cartridge, thereby addressing common worries associated with small revolvers. Such minimalism directly enhances dependability through reduced components, absence of magazines, and no requirement for slide function, allowing operation in unconventional orientations or suboptimal environments where certain micro-semi-automatic pistols may encounter difficulties. Design elements include a marginally enlarged rubber grip suited to its scale and a tritium front sight, representing an uncommon yet beneficial feature on such a compact firearm, facilitating improved sight acquisition in low light conditions where many pocket options become challenging to align properly. This revolver integrates seamlessly with the guide focus because it conceals without effort in everyday scenarios, encompassing gym shorts, thin summer outfits, or instances where larger alternatives would cause discomfort or visibility, and this convenience promotes habitual carry instead of abandonment of bulkier firearms. Trade-offs naturally exist, including slower reloading, single-action firing that demands hammer cocking for each shot, and restricted 5-round capacity, yet these become acceptable when the main objective centers on perpetual availability rather than peak firepower that might remain unused. Pricing for the North American Arms Pug generally falls between $300 and $400, varying by specific setup and finish, establishing it as an accessible introduction to premium stainless steel revolvers, given its resilience and specialized utility. In conclusion, this handgun functions less as a practice instrument or high-volume defensive system, and more as a specialized implement for ultimate concealment needs, where dependability, simplicity, and reduced dimensions take precedence, and it performs admirably in that capacity, demonstrating that on occasion, the tiniest and most direct choice remains the one present during critical times. The Smith & Wesson CSX occupies an appealing position between traditional concealment methods and contemporary capabilities, making it one of those handguns that addresses an issue many carriers overlook until experiencing it firsthand. This pistol achieves near micro-compact practicality in a format that remains suitable for deep concealment without venturing into the thicker profiles common among double-stack 9mm models today, and a key contributor involves its aluminum alloy frame that delivers a substantial, stable sensation in the hand compared to polymer alternatives, while maintaining sufficiently low overall weight for comfortable daily carry in minimal clothing. Users benefit from improved recoil management and greater shooting stability without compromising concealability, and this equilibrium explains its inclusion in the discussion, since it suits individuals seeking a firearm they can employ effectively under duress, yet carry regularly without wardrobe modifications. The staggered magazine configuration provides a notable capacity benefit for its dimensions, building confidence without creating an excessively wide grip. The ambidextrous manual safeties accommodate left-handed shooters effectively, and anyone familiar with single-action operation, where such consistency supports muscle memory, crucial in actual defensive scenarios over theoretical specifications. An additional highlight involves the interchangeable backstrap system, uncommon in pistols of this scale, allowing customization to individual hand dimensions for optimized control and comfort, transforming the experience from a potential compromise into a refined, compact version of larger-duty firearms. The trigger delivers a sharp, precise break characteristic of single-action designs, aiding accuracy at defensive ranges, particularly versus heavier double-action pulls typical in conventional pocket pistols. Although not the tiniest entry here, the CSX secures its position through superior shootability and handling that exceed capabilities of many ultra-micro options, rendering it more suitable for ongoing training and assured application. Pricing generally falls in the mid-$500 area depending on setup and market situations in 2026, offering good value, given the metal frame higher capacity and solid construction, especially against comparable polymer models lacking similar refined qualities. Potential drawbacks include marginally greater weight than certain ultra-light pocket pistols and the manual safety that may not suit all preferences, notably fans of striker-fired simplicity. Yet for those valuing the extra control and committing to practice, these aspects represent acceptable exchanges. Ultimately, the CSX distinguishes itself by avoiding extremes of minimal size or maximum power, instead concentrating on realistic everyday carry combined with shooting performance reminiscent of larger handguns, which creates meaningful advantages when habitual presence holds greater importance than other factors. Shooters desiring a pocket pistol that evokes the sensation of a scaled-down classic will find the SIG Sauer P938 emerges as one of the most polished micro 9mm choices constructed. This handgun merges the recognizable 1911 style operation with updated compact development, rendering it highly suitable for deep concealment carry while preserving strong shootability and handling. It utilizes a lightweight aluminum alloy frame combined with a stainless steel slide, providing balance and resilience that exceeds expectations for firearms in its category, and the prominent feature remains the sharp single-action trigger, offering clean, consistent breaks that deliver precision difficult for striker-fired pocket models to achieve, particularly in high-pressure conditions where trigger discipline proves vital. With a standard 6+1 capacity and 9mm, the pistol supplies clearly superior defensive power compared to conventional 38 or 32 pocket options, yet retains sufficient compactness to integrate into front pocket holsters, light summer garments, or gym shorts with appropriate holstering, making it ideal for the primary theme of consistent carry. Above all, the P938 excels through effective recoil management via its locked breech system and relatively heavier metal construction versus polymer rivals, creating a milder, more controllable shooting dynamic that promotes actual training sessions rather than avoidance. This quality holds importance as the firearm represents more than passive carry, but one that benefits from practice and familiarity, especially for users accustomed to cocked and locked carry who value the manual thumb safety and reliable trigger response. Notable attributes encompass high visibility night sights on numerous production versions, checkered grip panels enhancing hold without excess size, and a compact beaver tail, reducing recoil impact, while refining ergonomics, all enhancing a handgun that performs beyond expectations for its dimensions. Advantages include commendable accuracy for a micro pistol, robust construction, and a premium character reflecting its heritage, while drawbacks involve elevated cost relative to economy pocket firearms and requirements for attentive operation due to the single-action configuration, which might not suit beginners or enthusiasts of simpler striker-fired systems. In 2026, the SIG P938 generally ranges from $500 to $700 based on specific variant and features, placing it as a mid to premium selection in the pocket pistol field, yet justifying the investment via outstanding trigger quality, refined handling, and established dependability with proper care. In summary, the P938 aligns seamlessly with this compilation because it provides an uncommon combination in deep concealment, a pistol compact enough for daily carry, without limitations, yet proficient enough for genuine confidence, demonstrating that effective integration of design ergonomics and mechanical accuracy yields a micro pistol feeling more like a capable defensive implement than a mere backup option that remains present when needed. A contemporary update that effectively addresses limitations of the previous version, the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, enters the pocket pistol segment as one of the most functional and evenly balanced deep concealment choices currently offered. This model centers on a striker-fired mechanism, providing a considerably more uniform and foreseeable trigger pull compared to the earlier hammer-fired arrangement, and this enhancement alone creates a clear distinction for defensive accuracy in demanding situations by eliminating the extended inconsistent stroke that challenged many users on the prior model, instead supplying a sharper break resembling that of larger carry firearms while retaining compactness suitable for concealment and minimal attire. Smith & Wesson went beyond trigger revisions by redesigning overall ergonomics with an elevated grip and optimized frame shape, that minimizes muzzle rise and enhances management during successive rapid shots, a factor more significant than caliber alone in such compact firearms. Despite maintaining width below 1 inch for authentic pocket suitability, the pistol achieves a commendable 10+1 capacity with standard magazines and up to 12+1 with extended variants, positioning it favorably against conventional pocket models that demand capacity reductions for size. This equilibrium explains its strong alignment with the guide, as it demonstrates that outdated concessions are no longer necessary for a handgun suitable for daily carry. Construction meets present-day standards through a lightweight polymer frame and resilient coated slide resistant to perspiration and regular, while internal safety mechanisms ensure straightforward snag-free pocket carry without extraneous external elements that might hinder use under tension. At the range, the Bodyguard 2.0 proves unexpectedly manageable for its dimensions, with controlled recoil and sufficient frame texturing for secure hold without causing irritation in holsters. Although not intended as a substitute for full-size duty handguns, it performs outstandingly in its intended purpose of reliable, comfortable everyday carry when larger options become cumbersome. Market pricing generally centers in the mid-$300 area, depending on setup and stock, making it among the strongest values available through modern striker-fired attributes, increased capacity, and considered ergonomics without entering higher cost brackets. Expected compromises in a true micro design include reduced sight radius and compact grip, potentially testing those with larger hands, yet these remain standard and are offset by the ease of all-day carry without constant awareness. This quality represents the fundamental aspect, since a pocket pistol succeeds only through consistent presence, and the Bodyguard 2.0 appears developed fundamentally for contemporary carry practices rather than historical approaches, transforming it from a limitation into a truly effective daily defensive instrument. If one handgun quietly expands the limits of contemporary deep concealment beyond conventional options, the Trailblazer Lifeguard stands as a prime example. Upon introduction, this creative folding single-shot pistol fundamentally altered perceptions of genuine pocket compatibility in an era where everyday carry options continue growing larger and more challenging to conceal. Rather than reducing dimensions of standard semi-automatic or revolver designs, the Lifeguard collapses entirely flat into a streamlined form no thicker than a group of credit cards, allowing complete disappearance into front pockets, minimal wallets, gym shorts, light summer pants, or athletic attire with zero outline or irritation. Measuring slightly over ½ an inch in thickness when folded, and weighing below 7 ounces, it remains so unobtrusive that carriers frequently overlook its presence until required, rendering it ideal for warm summer periods or circumstances where even compact traditional pocket pistols seem excessive. The sophisticated folding construction employs premium 4140 steel for the barrel bolt and trigger, alongside a lightweight handle resistant to corrosion from perspiration, debris, and constant activity. When closed, it mimics a small multi-tool or substantial card case, presenting no firearm silhouette whatsoever, and a simple motion deploys it into an operational single-shot pistol featuring a remarkably effective full-size grip for improved handling. Primarily chambered in .22 long rifle with .22 Winchester Magnum rimfire alternatives available, it produces controllable recoil and adequate effectiveness for near-range defense, with suitable high-velocity ammunition, while the handle incorporates space for additional cartridges. The single-action configuration preserves mechanical straightforwardness without protruding controls that might catch, ensuring dependable function amid pocket contents and establishing it among the safest, most discreet selections for occasions when larger firearms conflict with clothing or daily habits. This groundbreaking format promotes habitual carry by imposing virtually no additional load, transforming it into the firearm users retain consistently rather than abandoning during lighter attire periods. Inevitable compromises exist, such as single round capacity prior to reloading and a brief deployment sequence, positioning it best as an ultimate backup suited for instinctive point shooting distances where any presence surpasses absence. These qualities explain its seamless integration into the guide on authentic pocket pistols, emphasizing practical utility and concealment above other attributes. Its intelligent, minimalistic development resolves long-standing deep concealment difficulties by remaining exceptionally inconspicuous and light, so it never necessitates alterations to routines or outfits. In 2026, the Trailblazer Life Card commonly retails between $299 and $350, depending on variant, with standard 22 long rifle and more potent 22 Winchester Magnum rimfire versions providing strong value alongside certain polymer handle models at reduced costs. This accessible pricing paired with United States manufacturing standards and exceptional pocket integration capability establishes it as an exceptional selection. The Life Card secures prominence in this compilation because it illustrates that the most valuable pocket pistol frequently prioritizes not maximum rounds or power, but innovative extreme discretion, ensuring the one actually carried daily through warm conditions, minimal garments, or backup needs, which ultimately delivers essential reassurance that the firearm present proves decisive in critical moments. Pocket pistols will never substitute for full-size handguns, and that remains entirely intentional. Their primary advantage lies in reliability and constant availability during situations where larger firearms seem excessively heavy, cumbersome, or difficult to hide effectively. This quality holds greater significance than ongoing discussions about caliber choices. A compact pistol carried consistently each day provides genuine alternatives precisely when none would otherwise exist. Through dedicated training sessions, quality defensive ammunition, and appropriate holsters, these small firearms develop into dependable instruments that accompany the owner when circumstances demand action most urgently.